Hello, I'm live. Of course, I'm fiddling with the camera. Good morning, Gemma Crow here. It's Monday again, and we are going to boost some mojos today. That's an exciting start, isn't it? How are you all? Have you had a lovely weekend? Tell me everything. Tell me what you've been making. Tell me what's been inspiring you, and we'll go from there. So today, if you've never caught me before, good morning, Skadges. How are you? If you've never caught me before, I'm Gemma Crow. I'm jewellery designer, maker, teacher, tutor, author, creative confidence coach, and I do these Monday weekly lives just to, one, keep in touch with you all, two, keep me accountable and making stuff, three, let you know what I'm doing this week and what you can join in with, four, give you a bit of inspiration and hopefully fire up the mojo a bit. And five, we have a mystery mini make every Monday too. So what you need to do if you want to join in with the mystery mini make is choose a number between 1 to 10. So you can see I've got a box here with little sections labeled 1 to 10. I'm not going to give away too quick tip. There you go. That's your sneaky peek. And what you need to do is vote. Good morning, Mary. Vote by popping in the number that you would like me to demonstrate. So in each little cavity is a little mini make. Good morning, Sylv. How are you? So for example, I'm just going to open it. I'm not going to let you know what number it is, but in this box I have a beady bead. So I will show you how to make a beady bead. Very versatile little technique. And it involves a right angle weave, which is very versatile too. So you don't just need to make beady beads with it. So what I will do is give you the demonstration, set you off on that, and then also give you some ideas on how you can use it and incorporate it into your own jewelry designing and all the various ways in which I use it. Yeah, so that's what you need to do. You just need to give me a vote for one box numbers 1 to 10. Other things I've got in here. Ooh, herringbone weave. Being careful not to show you what boxes they're in. Herringbone weave. I have a tassel in here today, so I'll show you how to make a tassel and a tassel topper. I have an idea on how to use your scrap wire. I'm going to give too much away with that one. A cluster bead, different to a beady bead, but clustering. A rose ring. Some flattened abstract shapes, so working your metals and then hardening. Some lovely connector pieces, uniform loops and hoops. Another ring, but this time with a little gemstone in it. What else? Oh, and how to make clasps, S-hooks, etc. for your jewelry making. So all sorts of goodies in there, and you never know what you're going to get. So votes in, please. I didn't do them in order, by the way, so no trying to sneakily guess which one you'd like. So I'll put my numbers on here, and what I do is as they come in, I write them down. Right, so I've already got some. 7 for Skadges, 8 for Mary, and Silver, I thought I saw one from you. No, none from you just yet. Okay, who's in with me? There's 4 of you in with me. That's right. So I've only got 3 names here. So let me know. Sylvia, you would like a number 8 too. Okay, 2 votes for 8, 1 for 7. Oh, another 7 for 7 and 8 taking the lead. Good morning, Francis. How are you? Okay, so the only way I know you're here and who's in with me and I can say hello is if you make a comment so that I can see your name. And then I can say hi back. And also, I'm planning on doing a lot more on YouTube. So make sure you hit the subscribe button as well, because then you will get notified if I ever put a tutorial up or a little video or anything like that. I'm going to hopefully be working on a few of those things today. I've got a massive list of things I'm working on or I've got to work on. So, yeah, it's hard to know what to prioritize, actually. Good morning, everybody. And thank you for all the love hearts. I'm loving those this morning. Oh, we've already been talking for 5 minutes. That doesn't seem right. Anyway, it's rather warm up here. I think I'm going to have to strip a layer off. It's so cold downstairs. How have you coped with all the storms? You love the scarf? Yeah, charity shop bargain. It's only £1. It's lovely, isn't it? It's really lovely. I'm thinking actually later today I'm going to make a bail for it because I love in my scarves, but it means I don't really wear jewellery, which is a shame because obviously I make jewellery and love jewellery. So I'm thinking I might make a bail for it. I did a load at Christmas, scarves with bails, and they all sold out. So I haven't got any left. So I think I probably need to make myself one. And I'm thinking I might do it in leather. What do you reckon? Do a nice leather bail, and then I can have a pendant that I hang on. Maybe I can make something interchangeable. If I get time today, I will do that and film it and show you. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Then we all benefit. It is a lovely scarf though. It's got a lovely pattern. You know what? I put it on and it just reminds me of my friend Nat. It's just so her, and I know I daren't wear it if I go and meet her because she would definitely have it off me. If you're watching that, sorry, I am keeping it and it won't be coming anywhere near you. Sorry, I'm having to keep looking under because my camera is right in front of the top of the screen. If I lower my fancy stand, oh, that's better. I can see you. I'm higher. It's a little bit low now. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. No. Oh, damn bolts. I did them up too tight. Yay, you found us. Good morning, Abby. Good morning, Marjorie. Oh, I'm glad you found us. I'm glad you found me. That's good. Right, now I can tip that down a bit. That's better, isn't it? I can see you. You can see me. Well, I sort of see you. How is everybody anyway? Abby, I hope you're feeling better. I know you've been poorly, so I hope you're recovering well. And have you all survived the storms? Because they've been terrible, haven't they? I don't know if anybody's watching from Ireland, but it's been pretty bad there. My mother-in-law has friends in Ireland, and they've only just recovered from the last storms, got their electricity back on, and their electricity is obviously off again now because there's been no word. So everybody's waiting and hoping that they're okay. Well, I've had a funny old weekend, I'll tell you. I got a tummy bug on Thursday night, in the middle of the night. I was so poorly. I was up all night with all the usuals. I won't go into details. It's not very nice on a Monday morning. And I was up all night Thursday. And then on Friday, I wasn't too bad. So I worked on Friday, and you've probably seen I did lots of making for my show tonight with Chalmers Gems. So I wasn't too bad. But then Friday night went down again. Saturday, I went for a walk thinking that'll help. And yeah, it just definitely didn't. And I ended up in bed for the rest of the day on Saturday. So I've had a very restful weekend because I've done pretty much nothing because I couldn't. So, but actually I feel so much better today. And that's probably why I'm a bit lively, because I've done nothing for the last 2 days, just lounged around. I did sort a few jump rings out. So I've been trying to organise. I'm still packing and organising. And so I bought these tubs, and I've never been very organised. You probably know that about me. I've never been very organised, and I get things in, and the most organised I get is I've got the big Ziploc bags, big zip seal bags, and each bag has a different item in it. Like one bag has all the head pins, another bag has all the jump rings. So when I'm fishing for a jump ring, I have to get the bag out of the drawer, rummage around, try and find it. There's a million bags with only about 4 different sizes, so it's an absolute nightmare, all the different colors. So I've decided to go through everything and put them into individual boxes. So let me show you how I've got on so far. But so I got these in Hobbycraft, and they were a promotion before Christmas. I don't know if they still got them, but they're absolutely brilliant. Abby says, still recovering. Have you seen Faye? I haven't seen Faye. But you asked me that last time. Have you sent something to Faye's that I've got to go and get? I haven't. That combed my hair this morning, so it's a bit static. I haven't been to Faye's. Have you sent something there? I'm going to attempt to get to Gloucester and see Faye this week, but it's very busy here at the moment. So as much as I'd love to, I'm not sure I'm going to. Good morning, Gail. BH, hi Gem, and everyone watching. Hello, how are you? Who's BH? What is, I probably know who this is, but BH isn't ringing any bells for me. Sylvia Jackson, David had a bug last week too. I'm fine though. Oh yes, something very special. Oh, exciting. I'll do my best to get there. Oh, I hope David's feeling better. Yeah, a few of my friends had it at work, and it just skipped me, and that was over a week ago, and then suddenly I got it. And I don't usually get bugs. I don't usually get tummy bugs. They usually skip me, but this one didn't, obviously. And it was a bit grim. Right, we've got votes for me, you guys. Abby, am I going to guess you're going for number 5 as normal? Sylv, what number are you having? BH, which number are you having? It's Bogner. Hello. Of course, Bogner Hutchinson. Hello. Sorry, don't know how to change it, so it has to stay this. That's all right. Now I know. Hi, Bogner. Scadgius, I had norovirus before Christmas. It was awful. Yeah, it is awful. Abby, you changed it to a 6? Unheard of. What's going on? Marjorie, number 4. 6 for Abby, 4 for Marjorie. What number are you going to vote for, Bogner? What number are you going for, Sylv? Did you give me one? I don't think you did. I got a 6 for Bogner. Some good ones in there this week. Right, yeah, so in this box, Gail, 7. Oh, 7's in the lead. I thought it was unusual, Abby. Right, I'll cross off 6 and put you as a 5. Oh, you gave me 8 earlier, did you? Okay, I did it, put it on there. Okay, so yeah, this box, it's one big box like this, and inside, can you see, you've got, what is that, 16 little boxes. So really cool. So each box now, so this box has rose gold or copper head pins and eye pins. This box has antique bronze. So now I actually know what I've got. This one has silver, and this one has, oh, this is the, have I got 2? No, please don't say I got 2 copper ones. No, gold, silver, copper, antique bronze. And then this one has copper jump rings. No, antique bronze jump rings. I'll have to label them as well, won't I? Good morning, Linda. How are you? Good morning, Jane. Number 7. They are good. They're really sturdy as well. You know, not that brittle plastic. They're kind of flexy. So, yeah, so I've got all my jump rings and all my head pins organised so far. That took a while. So, yeah, so I'm on my way to being organised. So the handle, you've got a handle there and it folds down flat so you can store it easily. It's really good. They were absolute bargain. I think they were only like 15 quid each. So I bought 2. I really hope it's enough because last time I went, they didn't have any more in. So, but now I want loads of them because they're so great. I'd love to organise my gemstones in them as well. Number 7 for Jane. I'm glad you're getting your votes in nice and early today. They are really good. So I'm glad you caught up with same organisation on findings. Yes, I did. I mean, I'm going to be a right whinger today. I also have got a really bad back. So on Friday, I actually wasn't good for anything, like with my back. So, but I was able to sit and work, like make jewellery, so that was okay. But oh, it was bad. So I think, yeah, I think I had some painkillers, and I think that backed my stomach up a bit more. Oh, so I've tried to not take any painkillers. I'm on the Voltron rub and Pilates every 20 minutes or so, just to try and stay flexible. Walking really helps. So I've been out walking, but yeah, so I'm falling apart this week. But I do have a physio appointment on Wednesday, which is great. And that's not for my back, that's for my shoulder. It's all going wrong. Sylvia Jackson, glad. Oh, Jane, I'm doing that in my craft room and keep getting distracted by the gems. I know. This is the thing. I've got all these ideas and all these things I really want to get out and get organized. YouTube videos, new workshop agendas, course dates. What else? I signed up. I did a free trial for this promotions thing to try and get all my promotions in one place. Honestly, the joys of having a business, you think it's lovely, but sometimes you're like, what am I doing? You need to be a marketer, you need to be an accountant, you need to be an IT expert, you need to be a presenter, you actually have to make stuff, you have to buy stuff, source stuff, make connections. Oh God, honestly, sometimes it's just like, but hey, I get to sit and make things as part of what I do, which is the joy of it. Anyway, distracted by it is so easy. Good luck. I am trying to get organized all my life and not succeeding very well. Oh, I think it's just the curse of creativity, isn't it? Not being a bit chaotic, I think sometimes helps with creativity, but sometimes it really gets in the way. So I think be chaotic with your designs and like a little bit impulsive with design and making. But if you're organized to start with, like if your stuff is organized, it makes creativity so much easier, because as soon as you've got the idea, you know where to find the thing, where to find that resource. And so I think it does help. But also, nothing more frustrating than when you're halfway through something and you've run out and you hadn't realized, because your organization was so naff that you didn't realize you were out of a certain something. And that really stints, because I don't know about you, if I stop working on something, I find it very difficult to come back to it. Are you going to Charmers, Chat and Cake 16th of Feb? I don't think I am, but 16th of Feb. No, but we have had little talks about doing something similar. So watch this space, Abby. But I don't think I don't think I can. No, I can't. Unfortunately. Got such a lot going on this month. But it sounds great, doesn't it? Are you going, Abby? There will be another, and hopefully I'll be involved. Sylvia, been making January 2019 monthly Mojo and plaited bracelets this weekend. I will post on Facebook, Crow's Mojo. Oh, yes, please. Love to have a look. What was 2019's monthly Mojo? Which one was it? January. So it would have been something with garnet. Which was the second? First one was 2018, wasn't it? Second one, 2019. I find my workbench has a lot of things that need to be finished. Yeah. And I keep creating boxes, finish me boxes. And it seems I have 20 odd. I got one here, which has got my light on top, so I can't move it because my light would be in the wrong place. The heart pendant. Oh, yes. Is it the macrame one? 2019. Let me have a look. So what Sylvia's referring to is going back, one of my first sort of little ventures into selling tutorials and subscriptions. I've tried a few things over the years, haven't I? Tutorials. Let me have a look on my website. If you go into tutorials, you'll see monthly Mojo tutorials. Now, the monthly Mojo was a subscription, so you subscribed for a year and you got a tutorial every month. And there was usually, the first one was all about birthstone, so it centered around the birthstone for that month. But so May, monthly Mojo in May. I think I might have taken the monthly Mojo off because it confused people. People are like, what? What's the monthly Mojo? But basically they're tutorials. Let's see which one Syl's got. They are all on the website under tutorials. So let's have a look. I'm trying to find a heart. Oh, I can't find a heart. Well, that means I've got one I can put on, Sylv. That's good. Is it the macrame heart? Oh, yeah, it was. Well, I'll have to find it because I actually haven't got it on the website. And it is a nice one, isn't it? So I'll find it just in time for Valentine's. Oh, yeah, put a picture in, Mojo, so we can have a look. I know you flashed it at us on the workshop the other day. Lovely to see you all again. Oh, good morning, Joe. How are you? Yes, Abby says, yes, just booked the tickets this morning. Oh, lovely. Oh, gutted. I don't think I can be there. Also, I don't want to gate crash somebody else's workshop either. So I wanted to go, but my friend can't do it and it's a bit far to come on my own. Oh, Jane. There will be more, and next time definitely make your friend come because I'm hoping to come and do it as well. I wanted to, Linda says, not very organized, I'm afraid. Try to keep on top though. If your workbench is clear, you feel much better. Yeah, I'm trying to get into the habit of every time I do something to clear up after that, even if it means putting things away that I know I'm going to get out again, which seems daft, but it does make it less daunting. You want to learn micro macrame, says Jane. Yeah, that is. I mean, it's fantastic, isn't it? Today I got caught watching a tutorial. You know, when you just get hooked in, you think, I've got to see what happens with this, got to see how it turns out. And it was a crochet tutorial, and they were crocheting a little. Actually, the project wasn't that great in the end, and I was like, oh, just wasted 5 minutes watching this. But it was but it was so. I'm always watching these thinking, how can I incorporate that into wire design? Because I could see the potential. So I watched it. It was like a little strawberry in the end. It wasn't great. But yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? And micro macrame, wow, it's just so clever. I used to watch Nadia with just, Nadia Shields. Well, by the way, Nadia's got a new book out, Twisted. Nadia Shields, in Barley Crafts, if you don't know her, and it looks amazing. I think she's launching it on Jewelry Maker with Alison, I think next week. But it looks, I mean, it will be fantastic because she is an absolute genius when it comes to wire, isn't she? And her designs are superb. So yeah, big congratulations to Nadia Shields, because I know what work it takes, and she's put 2.5 years into that book, so it will be amazing, I'm sure. 2018 was rather busy, so didn't manage any 2019, so lots to catch up with. Oh, brilliant, you've got all those tutorials to go through. That's awesome, Sylv. Abby, Jane will be there, so you can sit with us and play. Oh, we don't bite well. She says that, Jane, but Monday morning, and everyone a bit late, but I've not missed it. But I've not missed it. You haven't missed me. We've just been jabbering on about all sorts, storms and sicknesses and ailments. so yeah, probably glad you weren't here, Mandy. Really, I keep missing these workshops. Oh, Joe, which workshops are you missing? My workshops or? Because you can come and book up. I've got some in. I will be having a break at the end of March and first few weeks in April, because I'm moving house. I'm very close to being able to tell you what I'm going to be doing, but I can't tell you yet. Jane, where are you? We're in Sutton. Oh, Jane, that's lovely, isn't it? Abby's reaching out to see if she can help you get there. That's lovely. I'll pick number 8 today, I think. Okay, yeah, don't forget to get your votes in for the boxes. Wendy, good morning. Morning, lovely lady. Just caught you before I go to work. Oh, have a nice time at work. I hope it's a nice day. Hope you have lots of lovely customers that make you smile. Jane, I'm in South Wales. Oh, not anywhere near you, Abby. But Mandy, Nadia's book looks amazing, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And you just know with Nadia, she'll have put everything into it because she's so wonderful. Is it launching tomorrow, Lisa? Yeah, I know it's soon because I saw some social posts on it and I think, oh, thank God. I'm so pleased. I remember speaking to her just after she'd been approached by the publisher to write it, and she was in two minds as to whether to do it. So I'm so glad she did. Mick Mac sent me Loopy until I created micro macrame. Yes, okay. Until I created a written template for the designs up to 15 patterns now. Woohoo! Wow, that's good. So you created written templates. Okay, so that's how you learn how your brain works. Yeah. You just posted on Facebook. Oh, we'll have a look. So okay, that's the other side. Sorry. Mary Morris. Hi Jane, where to? I'm in Aberdare. Oh, look, you're all close to each other. Jane, I might be the one that bites. Yeah. Yes, Abby, did you consider that? And I was retracting messages now, so that you're proud of Ben. Yes, I'm very proud of Ben, Abby. I'll tell you what that is in a minute. Am I going to write a new book? Yes, I have several in the making, Jane. One on leather, one on metal, one on taking commissions and confidently being confident with clients. So there's lots in the making. It's just having the physical time to do it, and sacrifice earning money now for future. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not in the zone yet where I've got enough passive income coming in to allow me to have that freedom and time to write. So I will get there, but it might take me a little bit more time. Mary, you're in the Pontypool area, says Jane. Are you finding connections? Are you close? Mary, are you going to Chalmers tea and coffee and tea and chatter or whatever it is, tea and cake afternoon? Leather. I know, Abby. I know. I do want to. So my dilemma at the moment is I am packing. So part of my organization stuff is not just because I'm being good. It's because I'm moving, and it's a lot to move a workshop like this. As you probably know, some of you have done it. So yeah, it's moving the whole house and the workshop. We'll do that then, says. We'll do it then, lol, Abby. I'm in silly Suffolk, says Wendy. What's so silly about Suffolk? Apart from it's got a great alliteration. Silly Suffolk. Linda Walker, I wish I'd lived closer. I'm the only one. Oh, where are you, Linda? I know where you are, but I just can't remember. It would be a bit creepy if I remembered where all of you lived, wouldn't it? Maybe 40 minutes away. It's not that far, maybe 40 minutes away. All right, that's not too bad then. Mary Morris, I'm not planning on the Chalmers Day, but maybe another time. Yeah, wait until I'm there. Then I can see you too. Will I have a workshop in my new place? Yes, lots. Yes, lots and lots and lots. So you'll expect to see lots, and you can expect to see the Mojo Fest back as well. Definitely next year. Chris is trying to convince me to do it this year. He's like, you can do it, Gem. And I don't think he quite realised how much work went into the last one. However, we did have the problems of lockdown and all the extra legislation and insurances and things like that. So maybe it wouldn't be so hard this year. I will make my decision by the 10th of February. I must be in Happy Hampshire then. Yay! Where about? I'm in bustling Bristol, which it is bustling, bright, bustling Bristol. Okay. Right. Have we got any more votes, you guys that have come in recently? So I can't remember who's voted, but if you haven't, I'm still looking for votes for boxes 1 to 10. So each one's got a little tutorial on. Barmy Burton. Yes. Barmy Burton on Trent, Sylv. Well, it's balmy because you're there, I expect. Joe, box number 7. 7 is storming ahead. Linda, number 8. 7s and 8s have got a bit of a vibe going on today. What is in these boxes? Okay. So if you want to knock 7 and 8 off the top, oh, Wendy's gone for a 7 as well. Then you need to. That's not far from me either, Gemma, about an hour away. Well, Jane, I won't be here much longer. I will be elsewhere. It's so frustrating not being able to tell you. I'm so close to being able to tell you where I'm going, what I'm doing. It's not me. I'd spill the beans, but I can't. I'm not allowed just yet. But it's a new adventure. I can tell you this much: it's a new adventure and a new business that Chris and I have taken on together, and it involves a complete lifestyle change. And what else? And also means that we can both indulge what we love, which is, for me, it's this. All things jewelry, teaching, writing, and all that. And for him, it's garden design and project management. So he'll be, as well as the business that we're taking on together, we will be also indulging our other loves and passions. So that's all I can say. Wendy 7, Abby, yay! I thought it would have this year. Come on, Gem, do something for us all. We miss you. I know, but it would involve you all coming. That's the thing. So, it's a lot of work and a lot of investment. I just got to make sure that it would, that it will work, and that I've got time to do it well. So you're getting a van and traveling the world. Oh, no, not yet, Abby. Maybe when we retire. Francis, sorry, I've got to go, but we'll watch later. Oh, enjoy watching later. The demo will be sort of at the back end of the live. So have a lovely day, Francis. Oh, Gemma, yes, it's exciting, Jane. Gosh, it sounds very exciting. It is. It is. Have van can travel. Yes. No, it will involve a van. Chris will have a van. Maybe we can just turn that into a makeshift camper. So just move all the gardening equipment out, chuck a inflatable bed in there. We can go, can't we? Yeah, that probably will be what we do, knowing us. Yeah, so exciting new chapter. But yeah, that's all I can tell you for now. I'll tell you more about it. I will tell you all about it, actually, on the 10th of February. That's a Monday. And I will actually, let me put it out there now. On the 10th of February, I will tell you all about it from the place where we will be. Yeah. So there you go. How exciting for you. New adventures. Yes, it is exciting, Linda. A little bit scary. But well, what's life without a few risks, eh? You got to do it, haven't you? Got to try these things. That's all I'm telling myself. Right, anyway, what else can I tell you? It's crazy that the 10th of February is only 2 weeks away. Yes, it is. But, oh my goodness, January has been so long. I am really excited, Jane. I'm excited now I could start talking about it. So, yeah, I can start actually talking about it. Obviously, my nearest and dearest know, and Chris's nearest and dearest know. But, yeah, we can't really be too out there with it. Yes, so let me tell you what else I've got going on. So it is Monday, so it means I will be live on Charmers Gems later tonight. So 6 p.m. this evening, I'll be on Charmers Gems Instagram. For anyone to go anywhere, there has to be a destination. Yes, you won't get there if you don't put it in your sat nav, will you? You're going to be really busy. Don't envy you that. No. Marjorie, you can't wait. Yay, you'll all be in on the 10th, won't you, nosy Parkers? Spread the word. This is how I'm going to make the YouTube channel grow. Just like keep putting teasers out there. Yes, so Monday tonight you will see me live on Charmers Gems Instagram page at 6 p.m. I will be talking all about texture in your jewelry, and how to achieve it, why it's important, when you might use it, and give you a few demos on some texture pieces just to get you started and get your juices flowing with a few ideas. I've got loads of gorgeous goodies. Here's one piece. This one's a bit of a risk, a bit of a gamble. And remember, I told you I was really poorly on the weekend. So Friday, I wasn't quite myself. So it took me a long time to get going and feel the flow. But what I did was I thought, right, how can I make this easier for myself? I'm telling you my cheats now. It's at 6 p.m. this evening, Marjorie. So I thought, how can I make this easier for myself? Because I don't really feel very well. I don't know what I've got in me today to make this work. So good morning, Leslie. It's okay. So yeah, so because I wasn't feeling so great, I was like, what can I do? I need to do something, but I haven't got much energy. So I raided some of my unfinished pieces boxes and thought, right, I can utilize that. I can put that. I can use that. So that was really good. It got me using up things, and so this piece is a little bit unusual, but to be honest, I love it. I don't know if it's everybody's cup of tea, but what do I tell people all the time? It doesn't have to be everybody's cup of tea. It's got to be your customer's cup of tea. So this is the piece. It's asymmetric. Let's get this off. It's asymmetric. So this is one of the pieces. And I might take you through making this one, to be honest, because it's a bit different to what I've shown you before. It's using copper sheet. It doesn't have to be copper sheet, it can be something else. So it's slightly asymmetric. Just put it where it's supposed to go. And you see that? It's gone under my jumper. And it's got that lovely juxtaposition between the rough and busy sort of industrial look here, juxtaposed with the pearls, which are smooth and demure and pretty, and then against this gorgeous rough amethyst and some textured copper and textured wire. So yeah, it's slightly asymmetric. I mean, you could make it a symmetrical piece if you can't do symmetry. You could cut it differently, but it's just that idea of getting texture into your work and how to best utilize texture. So I'll be talking to you all about that this evening from 6 till about 8ish usually, and I'm doing it on my own for the first time tonight, as in I'm actually live selling on my own. So a bit of moral support, if anybody feels like it, would be great. So do you like it? You like it, Skadjess? You like it, Mandy? Abby, you like it? Copper and amethyst, your favorite? Okay, yeah, it's one of those ones. I was thinking it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea because it's asymmetric. It's a little bit quirky. Let's see if I can get that to focus. There you go. You can see that's how it's put together. So I might talk you through that piece tonight. Do you fancy knowing how to do that? You like it, Gail? Oh, hello, Gail. You like it, Jane? You like it, Marjorie? Well, hopefully, I mean, you don't have to copy the piece or use the piece exactly, but the techniques would be helpful. And it's just about, you absolutely love that one. Oh, good. Feels very powerhouse, woman in control, white shirt, confidence. Yes, that's what I always think. Pearls give me that sophistication, powerful, strong, but also feminine. And then I love teaming it with something a bit strong and angular or rustic, just to sort of really power it up. So yeah, that's good. I'm glad it gives you those vibes, Mandy. That's sort of what it gives me as well. You can't get on Instagram, Joe? Oh no. Well, I think usually the lives are recorded, and then Marie generally posts them onto Facebook. So fingers crossed you might catch a replay. You struggle with asymmetric, but love the idea. It's not for everyone. The week after, 2 weeks time, we'll be looking at asymmetry and how to comfortably take a step towards it, because I know it's difficult. I understand people will get a bit scared by it, but it's not. It's all about balance, and anybody can achieve it. I'm at work until 7:30, so I have to catch up later. Oh, well, yes, do catch up if you can. So here's another piece. I've been doing texture. So gemstones again, lovely. I've got these lovely lava rocks, and they're flat ovals, so they sit gorgeously, and they've got that gorgeous texture. And then again, I've beat up some metal and put them in there. Leslie, you love asymmetry and would wear that piece. Cool, that's good. Yeah, it's a nice piece, isn't it? I'm more confident with it now. Thanks, guys. Yeah, and some of you were on my workshop the other week, so you already know how to do this. But using these flat coins in macrame, it's really, really nice, and it's quite I think it can be a masculine or feminine, that one. So yeah, lots of things. I also got a little hack with your lava rock to show you as well. So yeah, definitely tune in for that. I've got some great gemstones, big chunky. You want to see something real big and chunky? You like that as well? You like that, Linda? Yay! That is also, where do you buy the copper sheet? Okay, so you can buy copper sheet. I think wires.co.uk. They do a selection of sheets. In fact, they started as fabricators, sheet metal fabricators, and selling offcuts. So I think they still have a section where you can buy copper sheet. But also, if you don't mind using Amazon, then Amazon, you can buy all sorts of sheet metals on Amazon. Where else can you get copper sheet? I don't know. I'll have a little look through my invoices and find out where I bought some, because I got one piece and I thought, oh, I'll go there again. But I can't remember where. You love wires, yeah, wires.co.uk, great. Yeah, and then I've got this giant chunky piece as well, which is pretty cool, isn't it? So loads of texture in this piece. It's gone all out texture, but I'll tell you the tricks to go in with all out texture later. So yeah, and I'm loving these hematite nuggets. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love them. You got some from Amazon and JM. Yeah, you can get, sometimes JM have it, but they don't have constant stock. Love wires. Yeah, so this is a big chunky amethyst one. Oh, and then I'll show you one more then. One more. This one. So it got me, oh, that's the wrong way round. So I've got some lovely copper bezel wire here. This I got from America. It's copper bezel wire, and I got these gorgeous. You see the flash? Oh, look at that! It's just fantastic. So I've got these gorgeous slices of rainbow moonstone that I've set in a few ways. You saw how I set the other slices last week. So this one's quite cute. And they're micro-faceted labradorite, which are gorgeous. Yeah, so some nice simple ideas for putting texture and using textured gemstones. How to use them successfully, how to get the best out of them, and then a few hacks as well. So loads going on in tonight's texture show, Chalmers Gems. That's very you, says Abby. You're always saying that. Randy, I love that lava rock. I made necklace, earrings, 2 bracelets, 2 anklets in white, which I took to St. Lucia and wore every day as it was saturated with bug repellent. The mosquitoes didn't get me once. What a fantastic idea. Can I use that tonight, Mandy? That is such a great idea. Yes. of course, because you can saturate them because they're so porous. So yeah, literally like wearable bug repellents. That's amazing. You've got some bezel wire, never quite sure how to finish it. Any tutorials? Well, I don't have any tutorials using it. I haven't much experience with it either, but I soldered that one. So that's soldered and a bezel set in a traditional sort of smithy sort of way. So yeah, I've soldered it. It's actually easier than you think, Linda. Have a go. It's easier than you think. You'll surprise yourself, I'm sure. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Gemma's channel. Thank you, Sylve. That's exactly what I need you to do. You make my kind of jewelry. Mandy, absolutely. Trev wore his every day, but the last one, and he was bitten about 10 times, so definitely works. Wow, that's a great tip. That's a really great tip. Yeah, I went all my life until about 2 years ago going abroad and not getting bitten, and the last couple of years I was bitten. In fact, it was my nephew's wedding in Greece, and my feet got bitten so badly I couldn't get my shoes on for the wedding. So I had to put an extra hole in the strap of my sandals to try and like get them on. Then my feet swole up either side and I just had this bar across. It was awful. I've got to go catch you later. Oh, I'll see you later, Wendy. Have a great day. Have a really lovely day. Right, I'm going to swig of coffee. And then what else can I tell you? Oh, doing a course with you February 6th. Maybe a bit of soldering advice. Never done it. What are we doing on the 6th? Oh, that is the sheet metal one, isn't it? Getting started with sheet metal. Does that sound right? Get started sheet metal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe I could cover a bit of advice in there, Linda. Yeah, sheet metal. Yeah, Sylvia, you on that one as well, I think, aren't you? Yeah, so I've got a few workshops coming up. I will be having a little break at the end of less workshops in March, because obviously I'm going to get very busy moving and packing workshop stuff away. So I've got a few on the website up until March, and then I'll be putting April's. I might get one or two in April, but yeah, they'll be going down in volume a little bit for a month or so. But just to let you know, this Friday, very excited because I'm doing the snake bangle tutorial. So this is a wraparound bangle. It doesn't have to be. You can adjust and adapt it however you want. So you can do just a single cuff. You can just use the head as a pendant. You can scale it up, scale it down, whatever. But yeah, there's lots of technique in here for you to get your teeth into, and you can make this lovely snake. Now, it just so happens that on the 29th of this month, so on, is that Wednesday? It is the Chinese New Year, and it's the year of the snake. Now, I didn't know that when I put this workshop in, so I was really excited when I found out. And the colours as well for the Chinese New Year of the snake are black and red. And so it said that should you wear or handle snakes in this year and wear red and black or use those colors, it's said to bring good fortune. So brilliant, isn't it? It's just a great coincidence. I love those things. Little things please me. So this is the snake for all of you to see. So I will be showing you how to puzzle this out, how to create it, and all the techniques. And once you've got the hang of it, then there is another version which you can do at a later date, or you can sort of work for. So this is sort of upscaled, and this is another snaky one. Now I can see ways of making this one better. Sylvia's done this one with me in a workshop, and she actually used a rope, like a what rope was it, Sylvia? It was a what's it called? Climbing rope. As the body rather than the Viking net. But yeah, this one goes, the tail slips through the bail. That rhymed. Looks great. Might book that. We'll have a look. Yeah, have a look, Linda. Come and join us. It's a nice workshop, and it's on a Friday. It's a longer one than usual because it's going to take a bit longer to create. So it's from 10 until 3. Hopefully for you guys that have got school pickups and things like that, it means that you can still come, because I know a lot of you have parent or grandparent duties. So I've done it sort of in that sort of school time zone. So yeah, so the tail in this design passes through the bail on the back of the snake, and it wears, I can never do this back to front thing. No, behave. Why can't I do it? When will I learn? There we go. So I think you could do being a bit longer, but I got a bit lazy with my Viking knit. So there you go, snaky. It's suitable for beginner wire workers. The snake, is it suitable? Let's think. Well, how beginner is beginner? I'd say it's kind of intermediate, actually, Lisa. So I don't want you to come and feel overwhelmed. But if you're familiar with a figure of 8 weave, basic weave, it's only very basic weaving involved. It's more sort of, it's more intricate than technical, if you know what I mean. So it's more fiddly than technical. So if you're happy with fiddly work like seed beading and things like that, you'd probably be fine with this. Yeah, and you only need your very basic tools as well. So it's a very basic toolkit you'll need. So just a round nose, flat nose, chain nose, pliers. Yeah, so I'd say it's intermediate rather than beginners. You wouldn't, if you've never done any wire work, I wouldn't pick this project up to do. But also when you book on a workshop, you do the workshop with me, and then you also get the recording of that workshop once it's over, so you can refer back to it as many times as you like. So there is that too. Okay, so that's Friday. I'm very excited about that one. So if you would like to book a workshop with a long black dress, yeah, very Cleopatra, very it's very sassy, isn't it? I love snakes and snake jewelry. Absolutely, I like snakes anyway, but I love snake jewelry. I think I just love the fluidity of the snake and the taper, and I mean, they're just beautiful designs of Mother Nature, aren't they? Snakes are just gorgeous in how they move and coil and twizzle and sway, and oh, they're lovely. Oh, I'm okay with swirls, etc. Okay, wait, I think you'll be okay. Very beginner, Lisa. Is it suitable for beginner while I work at the net? You're very beginner. Well, you know, I never know whether to believe people when they say that, because they say, oh, I'm not very good at this, and then they show me their piece and I'm like, that's not beginner, that's amazing. So I never know whether to believe you. Nothing about your integrity, Lisa, just, you know, people do play themselves down. I don't know. If you want to send me a few pictures of what sort of thing you're comfortable with after via Messenger, then do that, and then I will be honest with you if I think it might be a stretch, or if I think, because the last thing I want to do is get you in at a level where it knocks your confidence and instead of grows it. So yeah, if you want to send me a few pictures via Messenger, then I will take a look and be honest as to whether I think it would be worth you doing at the present, at the moment. And maybe you need to be a bit further on your journey. I can point you in the right direction for that as well. I see that with a long black dress. Oh, I'm okay with swirls, etc. Linda, can I do that too, please? Yes, Linda, of course you can. But Linda, I'm pretty sure you can do this workshop knowing your work. Abby, I can't do wire. Believe me, I've tried. Now then, so Abby, you don't do the intricate wire work. It doesn't suit you, absolutely. But you do big wire, and you do big wire well. So you do some wire, just not intricate weavy wire. and you do it well, but I understand the effort and intricacy is difficult for you to sustain. So yeah, no, it's not for you. We'll get you started with the leather and the milliput and things like that later in the year, I promise. Right, workshops. I should do this first. /workshops. Oh, I just did all that and it wasn't typing. .com/workshops. There you go. There's a link to the workshops should you like to go and have a look. There's also, here's a link also to tutorials, because, you know, if you're thinking, I'd like practice my skills a bit, then go and have a look at the tutorials. Nice thing about tutorials is you can do it at your own pace. You can look at one picture for as long as you like. There's nobody waiting for you to finish that bit before we move on to the next bit. So yeah, that's tutorials are a great way to start. Tutorials. So there's a link for tutorials as well, and there's loads on there. Loads and loads on there, and more to come by the signs of it, because it seems I've missed a few off. Yes. Right then, shall we do a tutorial? Gosh, we've been going a long time. We'll do a tutorial now, shall we? So in the lead, I have box number 7. It's an overwhelming lead with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 votes. And in second place was number 8 with 4 votes. So box number 7 it is. Let's have a look. And let's hope I've got everything that I need to do it. Box number 7. Okay. So box number 7. This is a great one for beginners. So if you, Lisa and Linda, this is a great one for practicing and getting your spacing right, using your pliers confidently. So I don't know why I've got 2 exactly the same here, but this is what we're going to look at today. So these are great for using up odds and ends, beads. Great little earring. Just adds a bit of interest. You can pop beads all the way down there if you want to. You don't have to leave those spaces negative. You can fill them in. So here's another one. This is great as a bracelet bar. So you can just use this as a center of a bracelet, macrame perhaps around the rest, or sliding knot, little fastening with leather. So a nice, simple little project to get us thinking creatively. Right, so as usual, I need to get everything ready. I didn't bring any beads over with me. Got all my pliers. So for this project, you're going to need cutters, some wire cutters. I'm going to say you will need some bail makers for this one. You can use your pliers, but you will be more limited in the size of the loops you can create for your project. Okay, so bail makers are ideal. The 6th step here, brilliant, because you can increment and decrease and increase the sizes as needed. Round nose pliers, possibly. If you've got bail makers, you won't need those, I don't think. And chain nose pliers, always something useful to have ready for grabbing and holding and such as that. Right, have I got a bead in here I can use? Sometimes I've got an odd bead that I can use in there, but what's that? Oh yes, I have this bead. That'll do. So I've got a 1 round bead. I wonder, I can't get a bigger one, I think. Yeah. Okay, my bead pop. Bead box. There we go. I'm back. It's good to put some bottoms on today, isn't it? Didn't just sit here in my pajamas. Right, let's go for just a big, I've got a big 12 mil there. It should be nice and easy to see. We'll use that. And that off to the side. Some wire. Right then. So many cameras set up here. Let's see. I never know. Every platform's different, so I never know if I'm going to need to spin the camera around or whether it will do it like this. Have a drink. Okay. I hope you you number 7s are happy with your choice. No, spin it round. Okay. Ready? Close your eyes if you feel dizzy. Okay, great stuff. Right then, so let's start off by making one with just the loops at the coming off the bottom. Okay, so we're going to start with this one, and then we'll do one where you can do them either side. Right then, so I'll start with my bead. I am going to, I've got a nice long length of wire here. Best to keep a long length, and then you can trim it down after. So I've gone with I've got about 30 centimeters, 35 centimeters ish here. And I'm going to pop the wire through the bead. Now this is where I work out that the bead isn't, oh, what have I got? 1.25 wire here, that'll be why. Yeah, you don't need a 1.25 wire. You can go with a 1mm wire. And if you can work from the reel, do. If it's a pain, you know, and it gets in your way, then just cut a length. You can always use your offcuts for something else. Okay, right, 1mm wire. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the bead like this. Sorry, I'm just what size is, oh right, okay. I just I couldn't see my comments, there's writing over the top. So this is a 1mm wire, and you'll want that for this sort of size. You can go down to a 0.8 depending on the size and scale that you're going for and the type of jewelry you want to make. So if you wanted to make a bracelet center for a piece of jewelry, then you are definitely going to go for a 1mm wire as a minimum, because it won't be strong enough, otherwise it won't hold. Okay, so but if you're making earrings, then you can go with a 0.8 and just make this smaller and use smaller beads. Do I like using aluminium wire? Yes, I do, Linda. It depends what for. Personally, I'm not keen on the weight of it. It's a bit too light for me for jewelry. However, it depends what I'm using. So if I was just making a wire work piece and it was just wire, not really embellished, then I wouldn't use aluminium. Personally, I feel it's too light for me. And I feel it loses a bit of value in terms of, you know, what you can sell it on at or what its perceived value is. But I do like aluminium wire for certain things, and for adding heavier gems into a piece, I might use aluminium wire. Yeah, it certainly does give you some flexibility as well, because it's so soft. So I did a plaiting and braiding workshop the other day, and aluminium wire is wonderful for that because it's just so malleable and forgiving, and you use such a lot of it. It saves you money, and also it stays as a lightweight piece. So yeah, I do advocate for it, but only for certain things. I wouldn't use it for everything. Right, let's get cracking. So I've got my wire going through, and I've left enough wire here to be able to take this around the gemstone, so pushing really firmly against the gemstone and take it all the way around like so. And we want that to come all the way round, and I'm going to bring it All the way around. So you're pulling it against the gemstone to surround it. So you've made like a halo around it. Okay. And then with this one here, I'm just going to make a simple loop at the top. So I'm going to trim it down to about a centimetre and a half. I want a decent sized loop up there. So to hang, and I could do a double loop. Depends what, you know, how sturdy you want it. But I'll just do a simple single one for now. So I've gone, don't need that much wire. Trim it off. And I want that loop to sit at the top where the hole is. Okay, like that. So it's just sitting just there. Let me see if I can set this camera so that it isn't changing. Take the autofocus off a minute. Bear with me, everybody. Take the autofocus off, and I'm just going to manually get it to a point. How's that? About there. Okay, that's better, isn't it? So the loop is at the top of that drill hole there. Okay, so we've gone all the way around. Now, it's handy this as well, because if your loop's at the top there, it means that if you wanted to really secure this, if it's going to have a lot of pull on it, or it was going to be a bracelet, for example, you can stitch with a 0.4mm wire to hold that loop to where it comes out of the gemstone, so across there. So if you needed to secure it and make it tighter, then you can. Okay, so now we're going to look at creating some embellishments, so the wires for the bottom. So with this one, I'm going to pull the wire off to the side to start with, and then I'm going to decide which loop I'm going to go with on my pliers. Now what I want here is to gradually make them smaller so it tapers off. So I'm going to start with my second from largest, so this one here, and it should be smaller than the bead, but you know, not too small so that you haven't got room to sort of take that down. So I've rolled the wire onto my bell making pliers, and again I'm trying to line the loops up. So if you look at that from the top, my beginning loop is lined up with my loop, which would be around the pliers. Okay, so once here, I think for this first one what I'm going to do is take the wire underneath and round. So just swivel that around so that you get that loop all the way. Now you're going to do the loop, and then you're going to do sort of almost another half loop. So you can see I've got two wires around this side, and it's just round once on that side. Okay, so far we have this. All right, now I'm going to put a smaller loop, so I'm going to come down a size. So I'm going to come to this one on my pliers, and I'm going to do exactly the same. So take my wire into my pliers and roll it in until you can see, if you keep a look at it from the top, you can see if that loop is going to line up with your, keep them in a nice straight line. Okay, and then this time I'm going to bring the wire over the top. So what we have is those circles with the wire looking like they're all nice in a straight line. If you always took the wire behind or on top, your loops would gradually come towards you or go further back. So we're going to alternate whether we take the wire in front or behind. Okay, and again we make the entire loop, and then we continue for another half loop. So this time we've got two wires this side and just one on the other side. Yeah, so going around, it looks like it's going around twice that side, once that side. Okay, let's just keep going down the sizes until you've got a taper that you're happy with. So I'm going to go to my next one now. So next loop, again, line it up so that your pliers are in the point where the loop is directly in line. And then this time the wire was on top last time. This time I'm going to take it behind, swivel round all the way, and again bring it so that it is almost another, you know, it's as if you're going to make two. So there's my next one. You see this one is slightly offline. You see it's slightly offline, so all I need to do is put my pliers back in and bend it outwards a bit just to get that back in line. Okay, so those are all nicely lined up. Right, and then I'm going to go for my smallest one. I'm going to skip an increment and go with the smallest one to finish this off. So again, take it round. This time the wire is going to come on top. Okay, roll it until it's in the right place. Oh, grabbing a wire. Check it's in line. Okay, and for that last one, if you want to, you can take the wire all the way around before you cut it. Or actually, it doesn't seem right to cut it on the top, does it? So what I might do is, I don't want to do another loop. I should have thought this through a bit more, because ideally you want to cut the wire at the back, don't you, so you don't see it. So what we'll do is we'll do another tiny loop just so that we can finish the wires on the bottom or on the underside. So I'll use my chain nose pliers now and make a nice tiny loop to finish it. Okay, so tiny loop there, the wire goes underneath, and that means I can cut it at the back. All right. And then we can just finish that, tuck it in. There you go. So there is either an earring or a pendant. There's nothing to stop you taking some gemstones in and stitching them through. So if you wanted to, let's have a look what I've got in the box, because this is a way of securing it as well. So if you are worried about things pulling out of place or it not being secure enough to hold, you know, to hold its shape, you could find some beads. That one was sitting there. I mean, I'm using random. That one was sitting there. I've got something smaller. So I find the smaller sections will be they'll stay in shape quite easy because, you know, they're smaller, so they're stronger. So I've got some beads that fit in. Those colours have worked pretty well actually. So what I could do here is take some 0.4mm wire, see if I've got any handy. I've got a little bit left, is that 0.4? Yeah, a little bit left here. It's in gold, but it'll do. So what you could do is, hopefully you can take a wire through the drill hole, and there might hopefully have enough space, because that would be nice and easy, wouldn't it? Oh, will it go? No, I don't think there's enough space in there to take it through. Never mind. So what you would do is just secure that wire in to place underneath the gemstone through the loops. Okay, so a couple of wraps should keep it in place nicely. If you can take the wire all the way through the gemstone, brilliant, up to the top, and you can even secure that loop with the same piece of wire, which would be really good. Usually I can do that, but I've obviously picked a gemstone with a smaller drill hole. Okay, so let's say we've tied that in like that, and then you would take your gemstone for the next hole, pick them up, drop him into position like so. Take the wire down through that loop and then back through from the other side through that loop. Give it a good pull. Then add your next gemstone in, and so on and so forth. So that's how you can sort of fill those negative spaces if you want to. I quite like them negative, but it's up to you. And you don't have to do as many either. You can, you know, do as many loops as you like. Just keep your increments sort of even so that, you know, it doesn't look like the taper just suddenly stops or ends. Okay, so there's that. And if you wanted to do it the other direction, then you basically just use more wire. So let's have a look at doing that, just in case that's not clear. Let's get another piece of wire. So many cords and cables. Right, let's have a nice long piece of wire here. Oh, I'm glad you're going to have a go at that. And Linda, you're going to have a go. You like the addition of the tiny loop. Yeah, it really tapers it off nicely, doesn't it? Sort of finishes it. Yeah, it's quite sweet, really. Right, let's go. So have I got this one? This looks like a big garnet. I think it is. Will it go through? Yeah, lovely. Okay, so if you're going to do an equal amount of loops on each side, then you just take your gemstone down to the center. I've cut about 35 centimeters of wire and that should be plenty. And you, again, the bit that makes the most difference as to how nicely this all sits is this bit here. So really hold that gem and really push against the gemstone very firmly. Now, if you haven't got the strength in your fingers, take it to a workbench. So take it to something like a wooden table or wooden block. Bench block is ideal. This is too soft, so it's not going to work. But just sort of push and rub the bend against the block, and that will really get you a nice sharp bend there. That's really important to get you going. And on the other side, you do the wire the other direction. So get those two bends in first. So one bend one way and one bend the other way. All right. So it's like that. And that's going to get you a good start, will really help. So yeah, so push that against a block or something nice and firm. I don't know if I've got anything to hand here. Just something nice and firm to push it against. A wooden block is ideal. I mean, I've got my table here, but you can't see when I take it off. Just rub it against it to push it nice and close. And then pull the wires around so that they overlap like that. Okay, so it's gone all the way around. It's overlapping. Okay, with this, you don't need to go round again. So when you're doing both ways, you don't go all the way around. You just sort of go halfway round. All right. So it overlaps. And then start with whichever one you're going to start with. I'm going to start a bit smaller this time. No, I'll go bigger again. Or smaller again. Bigger again. So whichever one you do, make sure you do it the same. So pop your pliers into position. I'm using this mandrel here. Pop it into position and roll it along until the center. So if we hold it up that way, you can probably see better. Till the center of where that loop will be is lined up with the drill hole. Okay. And then bring the wire either in front or behind. It's up to you which way you do it. Just know that the next one you do will go the other way. So that's come on top there. Bring it all the way around. So you've got two loops that side and one loop the other side. Let's do the same on the other side to get that wire out of the way. Okay, so roll it round again, making sure that your loops are lined up And you can tell if you hold the pliers so that you're looking at them, you can tell whether you need to push it round or you know, undo it. Okay, and the wire has gone underneath all the way, like so. Okay, so we've got 2. And then we go to the other side, go down the scale and pull, turn the loop like that. Okay, and then this time the wires go in underneath and I'll go round. Same this side, turn it into position, and then just make sure you just that's important, you're making sure that you're alternating whether your wire goes underneath or over the top, and that'll give you a nice flat and consistent top. And also make sure they're the same both sides, so you've got that symmetry. Okay, and then let's do a smaller one. Like so. Same this side. Okay, and then the last of the small ones, so go down the sides. Yeah, and these are really good quick pendants as well. Edge of the pliers, Mandy Alexander, edge of the pliers. Oh yes, you could roll it against the edge of the pliers. You're right. I'll sort of show you what Mandy's saying there as an alternative. Okay, so there we go. And then just to finish that off and so that wire isn't being cut on the top, let's just make a tiny loop here at the end just to finish it off. Okay, there, and this one here. Okay, and then we can trim the excess wire off. Trim and trim. Make sure you use your pliers just to neaten up those cuts. And there you go. There's your piece. So you can take. I did that very quickly. So take your time with it. And like I said, if you need to strengthen it up, you feel it's not strong enough, then you can stitch some beads in there to tighten it up and make it firmer. But there you go. There is a nice little technique. Great for pendants, great for earrings if you just do it this way with you know, tapering down that way. A nice way to use up your wire, use up all your odds and bits and bobs and last bits, gemstones in your kits, etc. But yeah, nice bracelet collector. If you did them smaller, you can use them almost like link them into a chain. It could be a center of a chainmail sort of design as well, couldn't it? Because that last loop could act as your first loop. So yeah, it's a nice way of adding a bit of interest and detail into your pieces. All right, I hope you liked that. Let me bring you back around. I'll turn this camera around again. Close your eyes if you feel giddy. Unwrap things. Turn it round. One day, guys, one day, I'll have all this sussed. And then unlock you back here and flip you around. There we go. Like that. Right. Away. Yay! Ish. Move the top of my head. Oh. There, I'll just sit down here a bit longer. You're welcome. So who's going to have a go? I saw a few people say they're going to have a go. Lovely. You like that, Abby? Mandy is saying about using the edge of the pliers, which I'll tell you. Definitely going to try that, says Linda. I like the addition of the tiny loops, says Mandy. Lovely bracelet connectors. Thanks, Jem, says Sylv. Thank you for the demo. You're welcome, Scagius. Lovely. Thanks, says Marjorie. Thank you. We'll be joining you tonight. Yay. Yeah, got loads of lovely things to bring you tonight. That one looks a bit wonky, doesn't it? Oh, did you see that? Oh, you could. Oh, here we go. Never thought about doing this. Like, you have to do it as you go. Like, you can't do it after because it changes it. But you could make it so that it was more like that, couldn't you? And have it as the center of an ooh, I'm designing. So there we go. Yeah, you could do it like that, or have a go, adapt it however you like, make big ones and small ones, see how you can use it and use it as a start point for something else. That's the best thing. Use it as a start point to grow your own design and inspiration from it. And I cannot wait to see what you do. That is lovely. Or have a go as earrings and bracelet. Yeah, please do. Don't forget to give Gemma a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Bye, Linda. Yes, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps push my videos and for YouTube to say they like this content and let me have other features and options. So I can't access those until I've got so many billion views and hours watched and so many videos, and I gotta make short videos. So yeah, anything you can do to help would be great. So like, subscribe, press the little bell button to make sure that you get notified when I put anything on and you won't miss anything. You're going to have a go. Oh, pretty and easy. Yes, Bogner is pretty and easy. It's a nice one to get your teeth into and just play with and evolve. Very satisfying because you make them really quickly and use up all your beads. Thumbs up and lots of hearts done too. Oh, thanks, Mandy. Okay. All right, everybody, I'm going to let you go. I've had you for an hour and a half. My coffee is cold, so I'm probably going to go and put it in the microwave. Get some lunch, and then I'm going to crack on with whatever I've got to do next, which is probably loads. So I'll see you all tonight, hopefully, 6 o'clock live on Instagram. If not, catch me on a workshop on Friday, 10 till 3, making the lovely snake bangle. And happy Chinese New Year. I'll see you all soon. Bye.